Yes, is that true that the UN asked for two weeks ceasefire in Gaza to have this polio campaign?
Is that true from where?
The UN asked for.
Yeah, I mean, the Secretary General asked for a humanitarian pause. I think 2 weeks ago. We've been asking for it over and over again. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the polio vaccine, it seems yesterday the first batch of polio vaccine has already entered Gaza. Mm-hmm. We know that it requires cold chain to store it. I was checking this, the valid date. It's if you have to keep it in the fridge. So.
Well, we've had. I think I mentioned this.
What I'm trying to ask is, given the situation of those evacuation orders and the conflict, like what we heard about Karim Shalom, like you cannot even pick up all those deposits because of the conflict there. When can you sure? Are you sure that all those vaccines can be administered to
No,
children?
we're not. I can't give you that guarantee. What I can tell you is that cold trucks had already been moved into Gaza a few days ago before the vaccines arrived. So a number are already there. You know, our colleagues at UNICEF and WHO have, throughout the history of our polio campaigns, conducted vaccination campaigns in the most challenging places, in the middle of wars, whether it was in Somalia, in Afghanistan, in other places. So they're well versed on how to do it. But obviously, and one of the reasons we need this humanitarian pause is that the safest and possible way to do it is to have the vaccination teams, which in Gaza will also be spearheaded by UNRWA and their vast humanitarian network, to do it while the fighting stops.
Another thing is, if those vaccine trucks, they passed through Karim Shalom into Gaza, why can't other trucks? Why they just left the deposit
we're not the ones with the keys to the crossing. So those are questions you need to ask to those who are controlling the crossings.
Is the Secretary General hoping to meet with Benjamin Netanyahu next month when he's here for
the Secretary General's door is wide open to every head of delegation who comes, and every year that the specific Prime Minister has come to New York, he's met with the Secretary General. I have no reason to believe that there will not be a meeting.
Are there active talks going on trying to arrange that you know of?
I mean, there are active talks trying to meet with 193 heads of delegations, which is always which makes my colleagues from schedule and protocol a little loopy at this time of the year, but I have no reason to believe that meeting will not take place.
Last follow-up is you said that the Secretary General has met with the Prime Minister in previous separate Septembers. So if they do not meet next month, that would be unusual.
It would not be it would not be a reflection of what's happened in the past. Dezhi, and then we will go.
Yes, just curious. Do you or the Secretary General have any comments that the Australians, they have the right to disconnect, which means after working hours they don't need to answer phones or calls or maybe not questions?
Praise be. If you guys stop asking me questions after 5 p.m. weekdays, I will be happy. Thank you.